Hello there, Commonwealth from here, and Viva España! Pokemon is going open world in the Iberian Peninsula, definitely Spain, and maybe also Portugal for its 9th generation this holiday. And this means likely pain for several games that look like they would finally release in 2022. In particular, since this is the first true open world Pokemon title, the next evolution for Pokemon after Pokemon Legends Arceus. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe as we begin our journey to a brand new region, new starters, and most of all, first open world in the Pokemon series. But wait, the first Pokemon open world? What about Pokemon Legends Arceus? No. Pokemon Legends Arceus is not an open world game, but an open zone game, where you cannot move freely or directly from one province to another, without loading screens and fulfilling certain objectives or research tasks. This game, however, seems, including with the new Super Spanish city with a Plaza Mayor, a proper open world without any loading screens between any of the areas within the game. So think Pokemon Legends Arceus, if everything was one area where you could walk from Jubilife Village and gradually enter the Obsidian Fieldlands to the Crimson Mirelands, Cobalt Coastlands, Coronet Highlands and Alabasta Icelands without any research levels, loading screens, or where you're completely free to explore one gigantic map instead of 5 smaller ones, plus the main settlement. That is exactly what Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is. What we have always wanted, and obviously the Pokemon Company waited until Gen 9 to give us the open world Pokemon title we have all been waiting for so long. This is the true evolution of Pokemon that we have been waiting for, and I just have to wonder, how in the name of Iberia is Game Freak doing this? Releasing an open world title less than a year after releasing their most ambitious title to date, Pokemon Legends Arceus. I really have no answer to that, other than I guess they are reusing the Pokemon Legends Arceus engine. Well, that and Pokemon Legends Arceus being just a very special origin story game of the Pokemon deliberately released for the 25th anniversary of the first 2 Pokemon games, which came out in 1996. Pretty much celebrating the anniversary exactly the same way Zelda celebrated its 25th anniversary in 2011 with Skyward Sword. However, after the celebrations are over, so Pokemon Day on February 27th, it is time to move on to the regular lineup and 3 years of the Sword and Shield, that means Scarlet and Violet. So return to the dual release strategy for maximizing profits. Not only that, the first open world ever and color themed Pokemon generation since Gen 5 Black and White, well, Black and White 2. And obviously there's a lot to take in here within Spain and possibly also Portugal, the ideal Pokemon regions for an open world Pokemon title. So let me explain throughout the rest of this video why this is the case, based on history, geography, cities, culture, and food that is found on the Iberian Peninsula. So let's begin with the 2 colors, Scarlet and Violet, one symbolic for the Spanish monarchy and conservative movement, and the other for the most socialist and republican forces. You see, Spain has throughout this last century been a monarchy, a nationalistic state, and a republic, and the flag of the Kingdom of Spain has 2 scarlet-red stripes on top and bottom of a yellow stripe, while the Republic of Spain until the end of the 1930s had a red, yellow, and violet stripe. This is no doubt a deliberate choice by Game Freak, since the color of the dress of the playable trainers differs between crimson and violet depending on which version of the game you play. The starters are also interesting, as Sprigatito, Fuecoco and Quaxly obviously make up for the traditional green, red and blue grass, fire and water starter combo. The Pokemon are out in the wild, with random encounters gone forever, and thank you for that. Pokemon Legends Arceus ended that once and for all, and made shiny hunting into a mainstream activity across its map. And with it, we also expect the battles to also take place within the open world, not in a separate battle screen. That is to say that we, just like in Legends Arceus, can move as the trainer during battles, when shouting and giving out commands. Now then, Iberia, a deeply varied and rich westernmost extension of Europe, which, no joke, has all the landscape types you would want except perhaps jungles, as the peninsula is obviously mostly surrounded by the sea, with the Mediterranean in the south and east and the Atlantic in the north and west. The only connection to the rest of Europe is blocked off by the Pyrenean mountain chain, while the southern coast of Spain is dominated by the Sierra Nevada, an area filled with Moorish, that is to say Islamic heritage in an otherwise Christian Catholic part of Europe. No doubt this will be seen in the game. But as Iberia is so close to northern Africa and with it the Sahara Desert, it is also very dry in parts of its areas, while other areas near the coast are lush and green. The main highland settlement is no doubt a blend of the cities of Spain, the location in the highlands and its Plaza Mayor style main square, no doubt being inspired by Madrid, the highest located capital in Europe. Though there are also other influences such as from Barcelona's La Sagrada Familia, which has remained under construction throughout the monarchy, republican, nationalist and again monarchy eras. Though Catalonia, where it is located, definitely desires to be republican and even independent. No doubt the perfect region for the first open world Pokemon title, as the cities of the peninsula are almost perfectly located in all 4 cardinal directions and each of them have a very distinct culture. In the Highland Center, the capital Madrid, with the very important historic cities of Toledo and Segovia. In the coastal east, the Catalonian capital Barcelona and very famous Valencia. In the north, the Basque capital Bilbao, and in the west, possibly the capital of Portugal Lisboa, the San Francisco of Europe, though it is more the other way around, I would say. If Portugal is not a part of the game, however, you have the equally great northwestern towns of Coruña, with the only preserved stone lighthouse from antiquity, that being from the Roman Empire, and the gorgeous capital of Galicia, Santiago de Compostela. Then you have the south with its famous bullfighting and barber capital Seville and its ancient equivalent Italica, where Rome's greatest emperor Trajan was born. Do you see the open world story and location possibilities here? Not only that, southern Spain is filled with far more interesting locations, like the island town of Cadiz, breathtaking Ronda with its iconic bridge, elite beach paradise of Marbella on Costa del Sol, Cordoba with its iconic Roman stone bridge, and combined Christian Islamic heritage and architecture, which is also found in the former Moorish capital of Granada, where we find the gigantic Alhambra. So much just when it comes to cities, and then I haven't even included Andorra in the north and the British torn to every Spaniard, the rock and town of Gibraltar. There's an insane level of potential here. 2000 plus years of history going back to the war between Carthage and Rome, later empires, kingdoms and republics, possibly all spread out through this open world. A truly amazing region, which is the by far best choice Game Freak could have gone for in their first ever open world Pokemon adventure, with seas, beaches, forests, fields, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes and multiple deserts. All landscapes and terrain that Pokemon is renowned for, and where you can place all kinds of Pokemon along ancient Roman and more modern roads or routes as they are called in Pokemon. Plus amazing food like tapas with the best ham in the world, Iberica from Huelva pigs. Plenty of seafood, world famous drinks and culture such as dances and of course sports including football. This will be so much better than Gala, trust my words. Not only because it is a proper open world, but the province is infinitely more interesting and filled with sunny weather. A region that everyone from around the world will be able to enjoy, which can fit any Pokemon type and generation to date due to the varied climate, landscapes and geography of the Iberian Peninsula. Plus some of Europe's best and most varied cities, which we know will shape the towns of Scarlet and Violet, seeing that the official website states that, quote, various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. Viva España, as Game Freak has found the ideal Pokemon province, or region if you prefer, with great variety, plenty of interesting locations, and so much history and culture that they will not be able to fit it all in the base game itself. Since Iberia, and more so Spain, is also the perfect region for a different reason, namely DLC, which we all remember Pokemon Sword and Shield had 2 of, the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Well, in the case of Spain, I would already predict that the island expansion will either be Mallorca or the Canary Islands, while the land expansion has to be Portugal if it isn't present in the main game. You can no doubt hear my excitement, much since I have visited most of the mentioned places throughout this video and might in the build up to Scarlet and Violet visit again. So be sure to smash that like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, so we're less than 6,000 subscribers away from 300,000, and with it our big Nintendo Switch OLED plus game giveaway. And yes, if we reach 300,000 by my birthday, I will definitely visit the locations of central and northern Spain that I still have not had the chance to visit, all before the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the end of 2022. So press the notification bell while I admit that it is likely that Pokemon has taken Zelda's place in 2022, and shout out all of our great patrons, including our new patron Weezer and role producer Charles Shash. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these 2 awesome videos, and once again, Viva España!